over those 19 years, I really love to not be on social media all the time.
You take breaks.
And I know that this probably sounds, I know that this probably sounds crazy coming from somebody that has a social media agency, but I really do believe that if you post on social media with a strategy and with intention, you can be on these platforms less and build relationships outside of this, little app that we have on these little, brilliant computers we carry around in our back pocket. So this is where I think that you can have that strategy. You can have success on social media. You can grow your business without having to be on it all the time. You just have to be intentional with all of your posts. And that's definitely what I've spent, the past nearly 2 decades trying to find, tweak, and tune. I mean, whether it was when MySpace first came out, yes, I was on MySpace helping bands, to, Facebook, then Twitter, then Instagram. I mean, Clubhouse. I grew an audience to over 100,000 followers on Clubhouse in less than a year.
Yeah, you did that spectacularly well.
Finding out the ways that I could get in. And at the beginning, yes, I did spend an exorbitant amount of time on it. But towards the end, I was able to get in and maximize my time on it because I had built out the strategy in place so that every time I went onto the app, all these other different pieces to bring people into my sphere, into my funnels was happening. So I was only on there maybe 1 hour a week, but it was still working for me the way that it was when I was on there for like 10 hours a week.
Yeah. Clubhouse was a lot. I remember. That was the one
better to do. We were under lockdown.
I know. And that was one of the apps where, because normally I'm not an early adopter. You know this about me. And that was one of the apps where you said, early adopt or I'm coming for you. And I said, fine, I'm going to get on there. And I did. And I followed a lot of the strategies that you were implementing to try and grow my audience. And it did work. I actually closed clients from Clubhouse. I closed some summit clients. They heard me speaking and, lo and behold, they got in touch, which was great. In terms of like just some raw data, and we don't need to go numbers because sometimes it's hard to think of the numbers, but if you could correlate or look at what your business was like pre, for, post strategy and post for, post strategy. We use the word post too many times, but if you could look at that, would you say that this is having a positive impact, not necessarily on the mental aspect of not having to post all the time, but are you still getting the same, if not more, engagement, followers, people clicking on the links in bios and things like that?